On September the 11th, 2015, our 10 Toes walking group went 1.1 miles to the edge of town and visited the administration building of the fire department of Belleville. We also toured the engine house and the facilities for the firemen. Also that day was the memorial for the September the 11th ceremony. Say hi, Nikki.
Hello. This is our sitting room and our kitchen area.
They got lunch, Chick-fil-A. We're
Well,
okay.
that's actually breakfast. Anybody like a sandwich? They're still hot. I don't know how many got left. I have 4. Would anybody like a sandwich? Chick-fil-A?
Anybody diabetic and have to eat, they're getting dibs.
All right. Okay.
Election judge.
You guys could have one. All right. Well,
Do you feed everybody every day?
no, I do not feed everybody.
Does
They gotta
somebody-
bring their own food in.
Oh, okay, it's not like you have a cook and planned meals or
I
anything.
went to high school with a lady who works for hospice. Hospice donated for today's event, donated some sandwiches for breakfast for the guys, so it was very nice of her to bring the Chick-fil-A's in.
Oh, that is nice.
I have 4 Chick-fil-A sandwiches. You ever had one?
Yes, they just got one downstairs on Monday.
Well, we'll go on back out this way and we'll come down. Anyway, this is where our engine bays where we'll have 2 ladder trucks sitting here, usually a pickup truck and another SUV, smaller SUV, but we have it all out today. And over here is the artifact. I don't know if any of you have seen this before. It's from the World Trade Center. If you want to take a walk over here, it's kind of, I guess, unfortunately why we're here. You know Tony Anderson?
Yeah, I know all of them.
Okay.
For 30 years.
It's a good idea.
If there's pledges people can make, have them out. For my people in particular, because of the shame.
Any type of, but this artifact does not leave the engine house without either police or fire escort. No matter where it goes, it's escorted to and from. It's to make a piece of metal the size that this is, and I don't have all the information right on me. But look how the amount of force it was to create that bend in that piece of that I-beam.
To melt that.
Yeah.
Unreal.
If your car goes in the water, how to save yourself, they got some kind of thing that'll break a window. What is that? Now, where do you get it?
You can buy one at Lowe's.
Huh?
You can buy one at Lowe's.
What is it?
It's a spring-loaded center punch.
Spring-loaded center punch. I'm not
It's $8.99.
To me, they were having.
My aunt
All
worked
you do
at
is
Peerless,
you
but
press
she's
it on the
been
glass,
retired 30
and
something.
it'll-
Virginia Cordy, she worked in the office.
Yeah, I know Virginia used to have it.
She's
It's a little spring and she's a
she's
little
now
piece of metal. It's kinda
97
pop-
and in
Um,
St.
join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Present arms.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Arms.
firefighters and police officers and emergency medical personnel, etc., throughout the region and throughout our country. We are very much appreciative and very, very thankful for your service and your choice of doing these awesome tasks. Last night, many of us had a privilege to be with our friends from Scott Air Force Base. It's our once-a-month Bell Scott, and last night happened to be the once a year when we get together with the deployed families, those who have people overseas. And unfortunately, there's been a lot of deployments since 2001, that horrible day on September 11th. We have been involved in war in various places in the world ever since. And we always heard about the deployment and about the families who miss their families when they're out serving and protecting all of us for our freedom. And I told the group last night that while I thought I understood what it meant, and I thought I was very understanding of what they were going through, it wasn't until 2010 when my oldest son was deployed for the first time and left for Afghanistan. And then it hit me. I truly had a whole different take on what it was like being a parent and worrying about one of your children in war. Unfortunately, he's been back and may have to go again this December for a third trip. And I can only say to all those young men and women who serve and protect us, thank you. And we must all never forget to say thank you to our service people and to our public servants who protect us each and every day. In closing here today, I want to say thank you to Sharon Strasbaugh as the chairman of the 9/11 Memorial Committee, and to all the members and all those who have given of their time and donations thus far. This piece of steel behind me came from the Twin Towers. We were fortunate enough to be able to request one and be granted a piece of this memory to make a memorial. And while they've been working hard and tireless in trying to raise awareness and funds, I know that this community will get this accomplished. It's probably taken a little longer than they had hoped, but I know it won't be long and we will be having this memorial service out front where it's designed to be. So help wherever you can, spread the word wherever you can, because the city of Belleville plans to continue to never forget these fallen brave people, and we're going to get this memorial done in their honor. And we just want to say thank you on behalf of the city to all of you for being with us today for this moment of reflection and for everything that you do to keep our country great and this city strong. Thank you for being here.
I can't remember that much, yeah. I wanted to thank everybody for coming to my house. It's great to have this many people interested in helping us remember all those who lost their lives that day. As Sharon said, the first time we put on this, we did it in our front lawn. And next year will be the 15th year since the tragedy happened. And I'm going to give you my word as the fire chief, as the owner of my house here, that next year's ceremony, we're going to have it on the lawn again, and the piece is going to be out there. So in talking, Sharon said there was nearly 3,000 people that lost their lives that day, and 343 of them are firefighters, a magnitude of disaster that's never happened in the fire service before. You can see at the top of our flag, in our history, we've lost 3 firefighters, and that's been 100 years ago. Hopefully in our history, we'll never add another flag to that. Besides the people that were lost that day, there's also, I just received a letter from the Port Authority this week. There's 71,000 people still that are suffering health effects from that day. And they're not only people from New York, they're people from around the country. They're not only survivors, they're responders. A lot of people that were there that day still need to be remembered in our thoughts. Out of that 71,000 people, there's 3,700 that have confirmed cancer from that day, from that event. So besides the first responders, those are the people we need to keep in our hearts and in our prayers to make sure that not only the people that were lost and never forgotten, but we build this memorial, and us as a region and the world as a whole never forgets what happened to us that day. And as the mayor said, I just want to thank everybody, all of my crews, our police, fire, the EMS. They do an outstanding job every day. Could be the day we don't go back home. So we want to make sure that everybody is recognized for what they do, and we appreciate y'all coming here to help us celebrate and remember those who lost their lives or were affected by that day. Thank you.
And now, to conclude today's ceremony, will you please stand if you're able, as we share a moment of silence, followed by the playing of taps, and concluding with Amazing Grace.